Welcome back. I want to say it's Friday Night Live, but it's pretty blue sky. Watch, I thought this was a pretty cool perspective. Look at that sky. That's nice, huh? So I rushed over to the post office, and I was asked last week, I come to rely on your Friday night videos on YouTube, and I was like, oh, that's so awesome. And she said, but I have a question for you. And I was like, yeah? She said, why are you in the car? So I said, well, because sometimes I really have to rush over to the post office and get there before the mail gets picked up. And so that was the case here. So then they closed the parking lot. It's like when you're trying to get something right on time and heavy traffic, and they closed the parking lot. So I parked someplace else and ran over and just thought, why not just sit in this beautiful sunshine? So lucky me, I get to be here with you. And I'm glad that you're here with me once again. And you know, as you can see from the title, more to be grateful for. I have to tell you a little bit about my day and how the rest of us in the office viewed it. And really, we were just in such appreciation. I walked into the office this morning, didn't even notice it. It was one of my team members goes, Dr. Ghafourpour? And I was like, yeah. And she goes, look. And I looked. How is it that I walked over this gushy carpet? The floor had flooded. And what had happened was the water heater had broken in the utility closet. We were so lucky. I don't know when it happened. That's how we arrived into work. So it could have been like that all night long. I don't know how long it had broken through. But so I just want to tell you about all the great things that happened surrounding this. And my point is that I think that, you know, there's good karma out there, and I think that when we can keep a positive perspective on what's going on in our lives, that helpful people just end up gravitating towards us. So help is on the way, and that's one of the benefits of expressing your gratitude, I think, and of continually recognizing what we can be grateful for. Not to say that if things feel hard or if things aren't going your way, that it, you know, we're all entitled to feel, you know, a bit bummed out about things. But when I notice myself getting on the downside, I immediately pick myself up. Sorry for that noise. Because it doesn't feel good being down like that. And what I know is, and what I've learned and what I want to share with you is that when we can let ourselves see the flip side of what feels like a downer, then all these doors open around us and great things happen. So what happened? Just at that moment that we were realizing that we were in trouble, like we couldn't figure out how to turn this thing off. My upstairs neighbors were arriving right at the same time, and Gary knew exactly what to do, and he came right on in, and we helped troubleshoot it. He helped us try and figure out, you know, whose unit does this go to, blah, blah, blah. And then the building owners were right on top of things. You know, we were able to reach them right away, and they were very responsive and got help right away. Just, they were right on the phone. So I could still see my patients is the thing, you know. I was able to still have a normal day of work despite all the noise that was happening, and everyone was really cool about it. My patients were great, so I'm really, you know, I'm thankful for that too, that I have patients who are patient. But the water heater people showed up within like an hour of being called with a brand new water heater, and they changed everything out, and that, you know, is one of those big tanks. Like, it's, some of them are electrical boxes that are small, but this water heater that broke, I don't know how many gallons, but it's huge. It's like 5 feet tall or something, and it's full of water. And I mean, that whole thing could have completely busted open, and we would, like, it could have been really, really bad. But it wasn't. It was manageable. And so all the right people came to help out, and they're going to keep on, you know, with the repair process that needs to happen. So I thought I would just bring that up as, like, I was tempted to just go, you know, at first I was like, wow, you're kidding me. One more bit of damage that's going on in this unit. And almost as soon as I thought that, I was just like, you know what, we can spring into action, and you know, sure enough, all sorts of helpful people showed up, like, right on time, in really, really good time, and in a real concerned way, and just out there to help us out. So I want you to think about ways that you can recognize, like if you're feeling like something's not going your way, if you can find something that is going your way regarding that particular situation, you know, I really want to encourage you to find that, even if it's just one thing, and then express your gratitude about it. Be thankful for it and tell someone about it, because you're going to find out that as you tell people about the things you're grateful for, you're going to start going, oh yeah, and then that other thing happened. Like these people picked up the phone right away, or they returned my message right away and helped us out, or so-and-so knew, you know, the right person to talk to. You're going to start finding all sorts of things like that are going to start becoming apparent. And then it's like an avalanche of goodness that goes on. You know, it's like things just keep rolling and snowballing. There's a snowball effect, a ripple effect of really great things happening. And so I just want to ask you to practice that, you know. See what happens when you look at something that you feel challenged by, and instead of letting yourself get sucked down into the doldrums, find one good thing about that situation. Maybe it brought something to light. Oh, you know, here was another thing. See, because I'm telling you about it, so I'm just living by example. So I'm sharing with you one more thing that was good about this situation. When some of the restoration people came, and they're going to be setting up, you know, like I want to use the word dehydrator, but it's the thing that sucks up the moisture in the air and out of the carpet and from under the floor. They needed to inspect the crawl space underneath the building in order to see if there's insulation, anything else that was damaged. Abraham Hicks would call this downstream thinking. Donna says, yes, you're right. Abraham would be saying this is downstream thinking, and that's something that I do my best to practice doing that, just because it makes life so much easier. So here I was going, oh man, we've got stuff on top of the cover that goes down into the underground area, and it's just for lack of space. Just, you know, the table in the break room was on top of that, and boxes and so forth. And so these two people were so helpful. They helped me move everything away, and I started realizing, holy cow, there were so many empty boxes there, just things we didn't need. And so it just got me clearing out that space, and I was like, wow, here I was just like, uh-oh, this is an irritation, right? We can't gain access to the bottom. But it showed me, like, something happened to show me you need to have this space cleared, and look at all this stuff that's taking up room that you don't need. And so the place feels so much cleaner now because we just got it to the recycling bin, you know, got a whole lot of stuff out to the recycling bin that I don't know why. I don't know why we accumulated. We just did, you know, and it doesn't matter why, really. You know, we were able to clear through and get rid of it, and the place feels so much better now. So it kind of spurred this like cleaning mode, you know, that we were able to use to get things taken care of. So that's another example. See, I was telling you the story, and then I thought of like one more thing, because I really was glad for that. I was like, okay, on one hand, I'm kind of bummed because I really did want to eat lunch, and here's one more thing that's keeping me from eating lunch. I did end up eating lunch. But as soon as I thought that, I was just like, wow, look how great this is, that we're doing some space clearing. It's going to feel so much better. So I hope that helped brighten your day a bit, as much as this sunshine is brightening my face. But did you notice I'm wearing my rose-colored glasses again? I did that intentionally because I knew the sun was going to be in my eyes anyway. So thanks for joining me. I'm really glad that you're here, and I'm glad that you guys are passing these messages along, and I'm finding more and more people are sharing these videos and commenting and finding me in person and letting me know how much it's helping them out. And so I want to thank all of you for doing that too. I love the glasses too, Donna. Thank you. You know, so if you haven't done so already, go ahead and like my page, please, here, Dr. Darya Ghafourpour, and you can go to the following tab and select to be notified of all video posts, and that's how you'll know that I'm here live on Facebook. And then you can also go to YouTube and subscribe to that channel, and just search me out, Dr. Darya Ghafourpour, and you'll find the channel there, and you'll be able to subscribe or share that along with your friends. And you can also share the video post, and so that's how we grow our community here. So thanks again. I hope you have a really fantastic weekend, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye.